All right, you may open your eyes. Hey! Welcome back to the Slightly Overweight podcast starring Hayden Smith and Mackenzie and Opie.
He's like, wow, Dad, I could be a part of it now?
What do you think of my choice of outfit today?
Looks like you're wearing a life vest.
Well, I am. Because I am. Opie, I need you to get down, buddy. Just a little scooch. There we go.
Did you change your shirt too?
No.
Oh.
Why? I just felt cool. Hopefully the music is already playing. So we're back with episode number 53. Thank you so much for being here. And if you are here, love it if you would hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And that's only if you find value in the podcast. Don't just hit it haphazardly. I don't want fake ratings. I don't want fake followers.
Is it haphazardly or haphazardly?
I believe it's haphazardly with like H-A-P-H or something.
I thought it was haphazardly.
Regardless, my haphazard spelling. If you do enjoy the podcast, we greatly appreciate all forms of feedback in the form of not comments. Thank you. A lot has happened in the past 10 days. I'm sure the same is for you. Mackenzie and I have been in Florida now for a couple of months, and Comet is joining us.
It's haphazard.
How do you spell it?
H-A-P hazard, which starts with an H.
So haphazard.
No, it's haphazard.
I know, but let me see. But it's spelled...
No, that would be with two H's.
No, haphazard. Haphazard. See? I was right.
It's haphazard.
We moved to Florida quite a while ago, and we just decided like last week to go ahead and get our IDs done.
We decided, as in we were over like the legal limit, and we really needed to
Yes, we don't want to get arrested.
And
So as you prepare for many things, getting your driver's license photo taken is one of the many things that people in life tend to fear, due to the fact that whatever you look like that day and whatever the person decides will be on your ID forever. Mackenzie and I knew this going in.
Because our last IDs in Indiana were horrible.
They were atrocious. I looked like a serial killer, and Mackenzie looked like
the background.
Or an egg.
Yeah, because in Indiana, the licenses are black and white, so I just blended in with the background.
Yes. So the ones in Florida are color, which we didn't really know until today or yesterday. But she straightened her hair, and I trimmed the beard up, made sure it looked nice, did my hair a little bit, combed it back, split it down the middle. And I was like, we're going to rock this bitch. And I put on a black shirt, and then halfway through getting there, I was like, Mackenzie, you're also wearing a black shirt. She's like, yeah, I put it on because I saw you were wearing one. And that touched my heart. It made me really happy. So we both have our black shirts on, getting ready to take these photos. We walk into this facility, H147, go to station 19. It was like some futuristic type shit, but it was really streamlined. I'll give it to him.
Yeah, it was.
We had an appointment. We went in there. We went there early and still got in before our time.
We did?
Well, yeah.
I didn't know.
It was really cool. So we're separate, obviously. So we're in two different stations. She's getting her shit done. I'm getting my shit done. And she gets her photo done first and shows me...
The ID.
You show me your ID, and it looks really cool. It's like holographic and shit. It looks really dope. Kudos to Florida for having cool IDs. But then I need to go take my photo. But if you've ever gotten your license before, you have to do an eye exam. And if you've been watching this podcast long enough, you know that I'm legally blind in my left eye. So I go up there, I put my head against the little depressor thing, and that turns on the light. So when that light comes on, half of the letters on your left eye and half the letters on your right eye, and your brain's supposed to put the lines together if you see normally. But I only read the right side, and she's like, what about the other letters? And I go, yeah, I'm legally blind in my left eye, so I literally could not read those to you. Sorry about that. I didn't even know there were letters. It just looked like a blank space, and I was like, that's weird.
Both of our eye exams went very poorly.
Yes, it went very poorly.
Because I started mine, he's like, oh yeah, just step over there, put your head, it'll turn the light on. Mm-hmm. Well, I couldn't hear what he said after that, so I'm like sitting there for like probably a solid 45 seconds just with my head on the thing waiting for him to tell me what to read, and then he's like, you have to say it out loud. And I was just like, say what out loud? What? Like, what line? But I passed mine.
She passed hers with flying colors. Good job.
So I took my eye exam without my glasses on, and then I
took the photo with your glasses.
With my glasses on.
So I took my eye exam with my glasses on, and then I went to go take my photo, and she said, take your glasses off. And I was like, that's weird. But I took them off anyways, and I went up there. And in Indiana, they had this mirror set up to where you could like check your teeth and stuff and make sure everything was good. But there wasn't one. But we prepared all morning for this, and I was very confident. And she flashes the photo. I do my little smile thing with no teeth because I wanted to play it cool. If you show your teeth, it's like kind of weird, so I didn't. And then she takes the one, and I'm like, are we going to do a second one? Because I think I might have blinked. And because I thought that I did. The flash was so like fucking bright.
So bright.
It's like, no, we're good. Come on back. And I was like, okay. In my head, I was like, she's going to show me the photo though, right?
Not until you got your idea.
Yeah, but she doesn't show me the photo. So I'm like, okay, then it must be good. So we go through the rest of the shit. She's like, here, pay me money. And I was like, shit, how much? Like 54. So I give her the money. And in my head, if I'm going to pay for something, I want to see what the end product is before I pay for it. They still didn't do that. So she's like, oh, I'm going to go print it for you. So I'm like, okay, well, here we go. No going back now. So she prints it and hands it back to me. And I'm looking at it, and Mackenzie just starts laughing fucking uncontrollably. We walked in there. Mackenzie thought this. She said, one of our photos is going to be extremely fucking embarrassing and or fucked up.
I was like, there's no way both of us are going to have, like, good license photos.
And there's no way in hell that the world would ever allow that.
I mean, I look like in my ID, because I didn't smile. I didn't have time because all I heard was 3, and I opened my eyes and looked at the camera because, again, I couldn't hear the guy. Did she talk to you, like, over an intercom system?
Yeah, over the intercom system.
Yeah, my guy was close, like, he was the last bay to the camera place, so he wasn't using the intercom. He was just shouting? Yeah, well, not even. He was just speaking normally, so I couldn't hear him.
Well, so she starts laughing. I don't notice it at first, but then I take a closer look with my fucking Inspector Gadget magnifying glass and look in the middle of my fucking forehead on my ID. There's just a red fucking dot, a red mark right between my eyes. A red fucking spot.
And you immediately look at me and you're like, is there a red dot?
I'm like, is there a red spot on my forehead? She says, no. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And it's very obvious. It looks like I got hit with like a red paintball or something right before I went up there. So I'm like, and that's the end of the transaction. So she's like, she hands me the thing. She's like, all right, have a good day. And I'm like, what about, and she's like, no, you're good to go. And I was like, what about this?
Yeah, the whole time Hayden's like, oh, this was definitely like a printer mistake. But it like, you have like your big photo. And
it has the in-color photo, and then it has a holographic photo. So that
and the little one down here.
Yeah, the little one. But even in the holographic photo is this little fucking red dot that's very visible in the middle of my forehead. And there's no going back. She sends us away, and I'm like, all right.
That's when you notice the expiration.
So yeah, so then I look at it. I'm stuck with this bitch until I'm 31. I'm 31 years old is what I have to have this red dot in the middle of my fucking forehead.
Maybe you can like slide it in and out of your wallet enough times that the little red dot will go away. Hey, it's still better than our last photos.
Yeah.
Like mine is. I look like I'm wearing like old people glasses because my glasses have like that reflective.
Yeah,
so it's just like yellow lenses.
You can't really tell though. It's not that big of a. It's not as much of like a red dot in the middle of your fucking forehead.
Oh yeah.
That you're stuck with for the next 8 fucking years, unfortunately.
It sucks to be you.
I mean, it's good that we don't have to get them done again. I just wish that it wasn't as long. So we've been living in Florida for 6 months or whatever the fuck now. And I have a theory that alligators are a myth. Because when you think of Florida, you think of Gatorade. When you think of Gatorade, you think of crocodiles. And I haven't seen a single fucking one the entire time that we moved here besides in a zoo. We had fucking penguins in Indiana at the zoo. Have you seen an alligator? No, you haven't. Exactly.
I tell you I have, and
no.
Then you look really hard in all the bodies of water.
No. Comment, have you seen an alligator? Get your ass over here.
She said, I am alligator.
I'm stalking you. Until I see one, I don't think that they're a problem, and I don't think that they're here.
Come on. They're not a problem.
People say that they are, though. Like they eat dogs and shit.
Well, that's the dog's fault.
It's not the dog's fault. If you got a backyard that leads to water or something.
Comment, you can be on a podcast, huh?
So, the whole DMV thing, BMV, whatever the fuck it is a scam.
What other... Pretty cool licenses, though.
They are pretty cool licenses. But now I have to be reminded of how fucking dumb that shit is for the rest of my life, man.
How often do you actually look at your license?
All the time. But there was that moment where, like, after I took the photo, we were walking back to the car, and I was like, man, low-key, the licenses only last for, like, 5 years. And then I look at the fucking shit. 8 years, man. 8 years more than that? 31 to 23?
Huh? That's 8 years.
That's 8 years. It's a long fucking time, dude.
But it's actually until we turn 31. I guess 10 years after you turn 21.
It's more than 8 years then.
No, because we
Because
got
it's not October. For me.
Oh, it's not?
I mean, it's March.
Yeah, it's like a couple of months after you turn 31.
31, so it's more than 8 years, right? Because 8 years from today would be...
Yeah,
March.
but I bet we can look at our Indiana licenses and they expire in 31 also. I think
No.
it's just 10 years after you turn 21.
I don't think it is.
8 just is a weird number.
It is a weird number, though. So, yeah, that happened. We got them done, though, so that's cool. But,
We're officially Florida residents.
Officially Florida residents, which is a cool thing, but also a little bit scary. Just because we can no longer legally drive in Indiana because they clipped our...
We can still legally drive in
No,
Indiana.
they clipped our fucking licenses, bro.
So we still have a Florida license. We can still drive
I mean, I
in
guess...
Indiana. We can drive in any state.
I know, but they clipped it, and I was kind of pissed at oh, we can't even check now because they clipped off the expiration date.
Was that where
Yeah,
on
because I
the
checked.
top?
It said 20, and then they clipped off the fucking thing. Damn! There's no way to know now. Unless you took a photo of it somewhere.
I'm sure Mom will text me later about the years in between licenses. 'Cause
Hopefully.
we're stupid and don't know
But,
anything.
so quick question for you, Mackenzie, because we've never talked about this before. Do you like taking baths?
No.
So,
Hate them.
last podcast we talked about me taking a bath due to the spiciness that I was tending to with the red hot wings. But I took it upon myself, because I enjoyed it so much the first time, to take a second bath. And I left the door open so that I could, like, talk to Mackenzie and, like, tell her how much fun I was having in the bathtub. And
You're like a child.
yeah, and I got Dawn dish soap and made it all fucking sudsy and everything.
You didn't get any toys.
I didn't, but I do want to invest in a rubber ducky to put in there. But big yawn from comment. But with the whole bath thing, as long as you follow it up with a shower, I'm fine with it. If you're just taking a bath, unless you just took a shower, and not even that's gross.
Yeah,
no. But taking a bath is, because I'm a huge proponent and a fan of hot tubs, but we are nowhere near a hot tub that we can easily access. Maybe at the YMCA. I don't think they have one though.
I guess hot tubs aren't a thing in Florida because of the waters.
I guess, but I want a 120 degree hot tub, dude. And
dehydrate yourself.
Legit. And actually, if you're in water, you can't be dehydrated because your body absorbs the water.
Yeah, chlorinated water.
Yeah, chlorine is good for you. They put that in water too, I think. That you drink. Or is it fluoride? But
That'll make my teeth white.
And here's my theory, and it might be gross, dude, but it's okay to pee in the bathtub.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is okay to pee in the bathtub.
Is it okay to pee in a pool or a hot tub?
No, it's not okay to pee in a pool or hot tub, which
Because-
I don't do. Never have.
Then why
Besides
would
that
you
one
pee-
time that I did it one time when I was a kid.
And you thought it would turn blue like the Grown Ups
No,
movie?
see, this is pre-Grown Ups movie. I did it one time at the hotel pool, and I went to the bathroom, and something happened where chlorine got up in the, Aretha Franklin. And I was screaming like Aretha Franklin. That's what was happening. My grandparents were there for some reason too. My mom and my grandparents. And I was like, my pee-pee hurts. Yeah, I didn't know I peed in the pool. And they were like, you shouldn't pee in the pool. And ever since then, I don't pee in the bodies of water that I don't trust.
There's this one time we were at my grandpa's place,
Yeah.
and I was like swimming in like a blow-up pool, and I put like my arms on the side, and I fell asleep there. And there were adults all around me, and nobody thought to wake me. Maybe
Which
they
is
thought I
good.
was playing.
Which is good, though, because you don't want to fall asleep in a tub unsupervised.
No, they unsupervised. Yeah, but they weren't paying attention to me, obviously, because they didn't know I was asleep.
Fair point.
Until my grandpa found me, and his thought process was, oh, don't wake her up. We'll just put some blue dye in the pool, and then wake her up and tell her she peed in it.
That is a good grandfather.
So that's exactly what happened. And the rest of the trip there, my whole back was so sunburnt, but my hair was so long, and in a ponytail, I had just a stripe of white down my back.
That's kind of cool. Like a little
And then I had to
tattoo.
swim with a shirt on because
Sunburn.
it was so bad.
That happens. That's a good joke, though. A good practical joke.
Oh, he's good at those. He's good at those.
But,
Bathtubs.
yeah, I don't pee in hot tubs. I don't pee in pools, but I'll pee in the tub. And I stand by that.
Why?
If you're in the tub, it just feels good with the warm water surrounding you.
Ew, that's just your own urine. That's what you
Sometimes
do if you get a jellyfish.
I lay on my back and I act like it's a fountain. I'll like poke it out.
Okay, that's too much information.
That's too much?
Yeah, that's too much information.
How much? Too much
That's too much
information?
information for me, bro. I don't want to know that.
Well,
because what happens if it goes outside the tub?
well, I control the, the mechanism. And the, what's that called? PSI. I control the PSI. But that's, I do enjoy taking a bath occasionally.
No.
Yeah.
I don't even like to shower.
I love a good shower. It's got to be hot. It's got
I
to be
don't like
steaming.
it until I get in there, and then you're like, why are you taking an hour?
One thing that I can't do, though, is the whole ice bath plunge thing. I don't think
that's like a huge thing right now.
I know. I don't think that I could. It's supposed to promote fucking...
I feel like I've done that before, but I definitely haven't. Maybe I just like swam in really cold water. Oh, yeah, it was.
We did it somewhere.
Yeah, it was in Nevada when we went on Lake Mead.
That was low-key. That was refreshing.
It was weird because it was like 104 degrees out, and you're so hot, but you couldn't bring yourself to get into the water because it was so cold. We all dipped, I think, like down to our neck at least.
I went full in.
Yeah, because that guy was out there swimming.
You recorded it, or I recorded it.
Yeah, I think I have. Maybe I have.
That shit was cool, man. That was like...
It might have been Mom.
Isn't that Lake Mead?
Yeah, Lake Mead.
I wonder how clean Lake Mead is. That's the one that, like, there's a bunch of dead bodies and shit in there, right?
I don't know. I remember it being pretty clean because you could do the, like, the glass boats on it because it's green.
That's the one in Nevada, right?
It's like Nevada, Utah.
Yeah, so that's the one where the water level got so low, like 40 feet below the level, because they had a drought there, and they found so many dead bodies in Lake Mead. The same place we were paddling and swimming and all that shit.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Because of all the gangsters in Las Vegas, they would go there and dump the bodies there. Like, they found people in drums and shit like that. Crazy, bro. You imagine being a fucking gangster in the 70s? You, like, drive out to the desert, like, put two in his head because he, like, stole $100 from you and just, like, dropping him in Lake Mead.
I could not.
That shit is so crazy to think. And they probably got away with it, too, because it was the 70s. You know? Mm-hmm. Shit was a different world, man.
I do not have any videos.
Oh, they're probably on my phone. I feel like we only took one phone.
Yeah, you were probably... Mom had, like, a bunch. I mean, no, but I have, like, pictures of all of us out there. I mean, I have pictures of you guys in the water.
Oh, yeah.
I just don't have a video.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, those freaking... Those cooling things that
I
we
forgot
had.
what happened to those.
I think Mom has them.
Yeah, that was... Was it water that filled them up, or did you put them in the freezer or something?
They were like those, like, Orby beads, so we dunked them in the water and they got really big, and then you'd have to keep dunking them to get them cold again.
Yeah, because I was afraid that I was going to lose it or something.
Yeah, even though they floated.
Yeah. And so if you're in a relationship, any of the people watching... Let me ask you a question, even though you cannot answer. How far would you go to show somebody that you love them? What would you do for them? Would you stand outside in the freezing cold of Florida in the middle of March while the wind is blowing to give your girlfriend a car wash? Would you do that? With the water spraying against you and hitting you in the face?
You said that you didn't get wet.
I'm not saying it was the hardest thing I've ever done.
You used to do that every single day in Indiana.
Very true, but I was getting paid for it. So it's a big difference. But we went to this self-serve car wash, which this is my first time ever doing that, actually.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done it either.
I used to work at a car wash, and it was automatic, and, you just drive through. It's like 30 seconds, and... Oh, well... No, it's fine. And it was a cool place. Good group of people overall. That's
they make quality shirts.
Quality shirts and pretty good car washes. But this is my first time doing it on a car physically, like by myself with no automatic car wash. So I swiped Mackenzie's card because I'm not paying for it. $2.50 to start it. I made the mistake of spraying the water first, though. I should have just went straight to soap.
Well, we didn't know how any of them worked.
It was very not...
Yeah, because you, did it, and then you're like, ooh, and the stream's just like, phew.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think you got to turn it to rinse.
It was not intuitive at all. It wasn't like something you just pick up.
There were so many options.
And we only used 3 of them. I was like, what the fuck? I just I would twist the dial and then just watch all the fucking shit to see what's spraying. I'm like, something's happening here. There was 3 nozzles, and if it came out of one, it was, that was the one. But I mopped the whole bitch, sprayed it down, made sure there was no soap left. And Mackenzie, what did you think of it?
Well, it wasn't very good.
What would be your critiques?
There were a lot of streaks and spots and
Of dirt?
yeah, dirty water.
It was clean water.
And you didn't get my wheels very well. They're still
I
orange.
didn't focus. Why are they orange?
I don't know. Dirt?
Like the tires or the
tires.
rims?
Tires.
You probably just drove over some paint or something.
No, like this part of it, not like the part that touches the ground.
The rubber part or the metal part?
The rubber part.
That touches the ground.
Yeah, but not the side of it.
Talking about the face of it?
Mm-hmm. It's weird.
I don't
it's
know
like
what-
I drove through like Arizona and then came back.
You might have like hit like a curb or something that has paint on it.
It's on all four though.
On all four tires.
I don't think
All four tires.
But I did have a very giant bird poop on my car
The
right
day
after.
was it the day of? No, it was the day
Day
after.
after.
Yeah, I was pretty upset about that.
It's still there.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm scared to use my windshield wipers because I'm just going to like streak it all over my windshield.
You should just do it because it's been dried enough.
Speaking of bird poop, I did also see an osprey fly away.
Here's a photo of an osprey.
Fly away, and then just like this, like probably like a foot to a foot and a half, just stream of bird poop just fall out of his butt. Thankfully, I don't think it hit any cars. He aimed for the bush, which was super cool. But I have like these weird experiences with these ospreys because there's a bunch right where we work, and there's like a nest, and I literally watched this one bird fly to the nest. I should point it out so you can watch it
Yeah, I
next
wanna
time
watch
you
it
go to
sometime.
work. But it got in the nest, and then another one came over, and they just started humping each other on the telephone pole in this giant nest.
Life is cool, man. Nature.
I guess it's breeding season.
It must be because they're squawking, bro.
That little one with the black head.
Yeah,
the
bro.
Seagull with the black head. I'm a wildlife major. I don't know anything.
Bro, I mean, you're Indiana wildlife major, not Florida.
Go get my Sibley book of birds.
Let's see what bird it is. But yeah, man, they're just screaming like, I want to fuck all across town in the sky for some reason. Even though they have the person that they're probably mating with, they just say, look at us up here. You know?
It was weird. We got to work one day at like super early in the morning, and all of us were walking in.
Yeah.
And then always like hear like these like wings flapping. We look up. It's a pack of like probably 30, I guess a flock of 30 like green parrots just flying. They all went from this one tree and just something spooked them and they just flew away. And then all of us were like, were those like parrots? That's super weird.
Are
And
they colorful?
yeah, they're green. Just all green.
No,
but
you. I remember you pointing those out to me.
yeah, but it was like a whole flock of them, and it was so weird. And somebody was like, "Have you ever seen that before?" I was like, "Bro, I've lived here for like a couple of months," and they're
Nope.
like, "I lived here all my life, and I've never seen that."
Really? Isn't that called a gaggle?
I don't know. A flock of birds?
Pretty sure it's called a gaggle.
I thought it was called a flock.
Well, maybe it's a maybe that's goose. Like a gaggle of gooses. Then that means a moose will be maggle.
Well, a flock of crows is called a murder.
Whoa, that's fucking dope as fuck.
A flock of
Bro,
ravens.
wait, hold up. Imagine you and your friends, if you like crows, you're like, yeah, we're a murder. What a cool name for a group.
A flock of ravens is called an unkindness.
What the fuck is up with these dope ass names of birds? Why hasn't somebody written a book about this? Like, literally, like it's like Mockingjay and all that shit, but it's like murder.
Flamingos are
Unkindness.
flamboyants.
Oh, that's not cool.
That's
Well,
that's what a flamingo.
No, that could be cool though. If they made it like with flames. Like flamboyants, you know?
See what vultures.
Dude, this is dope.
A kettle of vultures.
Why haven't I heard about this shit before? Do eagles.
I don't think they.
America.
A convocation
Really?
or a congregation. Yeah.
What the fuck is this, bro?
Let's do pelicans. A brief. Pod, pouch, scoop, squadron.
That's too many. We gotta do cardinal.
A college.
Huh.
You need like cool word. What about a flock of What are those birds you like?
Shoebill storks. This is riveting stuff, guys. If you haven't heard about this.
I guess they don't.
They probably don't flock. They probably don't flock.
flock.
Do penguins. Or turkeys or chickens.
Oh my god. Turkeys. I'll do turkeys. A group of turtles is called a bale.
A bale. What a dumb name. But so you said murder?
Rafter.
Rafter for what?
Turkeys.
This should be a book series, bro. Why hasn't anybody done this?
That is peacocks. A pe...
Let me see. A P what?
No, that's just what they are.
Oh, I was about to say.
Ostentation.
Let me see that. What is this? That's dope. You see what I'm saying, though? Why isn't somebody
Did
made...
you just ask my phone so you can make me stop looking?
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you.
I was having fun.
I know, I was having fun too, but listen to me.
It is what this podcast is.
I know, but didn't you hear what I was saying?
Yeah.
Why? What did I say?
Why they haven't made a book about
Yeah,
this.
isn't that such a cool idea? The first one, murder, and it's like a murder thing. But then the next one's fucking unbreaking, whatever.
Unkindness.
Well, yeah, unkindness. It's like, what the fuck is this? And then
College.
College. You're like, what? And then congregation. What? What is it? And then on the fucking sixth one, you put fucking, what was that? Oh, wait, don't tell me. Flamboyance. Boom. And they're like, flamingo. That makes sense. And you just like hint. Oh, and each book.
What is the book about?
Flamingos. Oh, no, wait, hold on. Sorry. The whole series is about flamingos. No. So, say it is flamboyant. Say that's like the fifth book. The murderer only stands on one leg. You know what I mean? Some weird, and the fucking, what's the turkey one?
I forgot.
Convergence? Osteoporosis?
Hold on, you took my
I know.
website.
I took your research away.
A rafter.
A rafter. See, okay. You call it rafter? Where was the victim hanging from? The rafters. Just small little hints like that, and it's all about murder and shit, though. You know what I mean?
Well, like as ravens are called a murder.
Oh, yeah, that's the first book, yeah. And then...
or crows. Crows are called a murder.
And then what happens in that book is there's a murder. Boom. Gotta drop subtle hints. That's cool. Something.
Subtle.
Take that idea, give me 10%. That's a good idea.
That would require you to write a book.
I might have to. That's a cool concept.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. If I ever write a book, I'm doing it on a typewriter, bro. And it's gonna be loud as shit. And it's gonna be late at night.
There'd be a lot of mistakes.
And I'm gonna somehow figure out how to smoke a cigar. And I'm gonna have to do that and drink whiskey and freaking channel my inner Ernest Hemingway, bro. And move to Florida. Oh wait. Oh, over here. And go tackle a freaking bull in Mexico.
You have to move to the Keys.
I got keys.
You know the Keys are still like 8 hours away from us. 7 hours.
Well, if you walk,
No, if you drive.
it's not 8 hours away. I thought it was like 4.
I think it's like 6 or 7.
6. Fuck. That's how far away the fucking Kentucky caves
Or a
were.
Key West at least.
Oh.
6 hours and 52 minutes.
Holy fuck. I really want to see his house, man. I wonder if it's open. You can just pop in.
You have to pay. It's like a museum.
Well, yeah.
That's why we didn't go in.
I'm down to pay that.
But the whole museum is in his house. Like, that's like the whole thing. With all of his kitty cats.
Aren't they like pterodactyls or something?
Polydactyl.
Like, did he breed them all or what?
I think he just had a fascination with it, so then they just all bred together.
It's like Opie and Comment. We're going to make you guys have babies, yeah?
No, that's not.
Is that even possible?
No.
Yeah, it is. What they're doing right now, I think. Oh, I don't remember if this is real or not. I either had a dream or saw a fake video about it, or it's real. But I heard that maybe it's in a movie actually.
What is it? And
They're morphing human DNA and monkey DNA to create
That was in a movie.
organs.
Yes.
Oh shit, was that in X-Men or something?
No,
I think
it
no.
wasn't.
We watched that. It was on a YouTube short. Remember, we were scrolling through YouTube shorts.
Maybe. Yeah.
In a different country, they were like morphing monkeys and humans
Oh yeah,
together.
it was a Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh, was it? Damn,
Yeah.
I gotta watch that one then. That's a cool concept.
Because they were like, they were gonna create like, just
Monkey humans.
just humans.
Yeah.
And then harvest their DNAs, but every DNA and
Their
like their
organs.
organs and stuff.
Yeah.
But then everyone's like, but that's still a human. But like, I guess if you just mix two.
But it's not good in the U.S. or Canada. But like, how would you feel about that? Getting an organ from like
I would
monkey
rather
human.
die.
No, but like, what about like ethically? Like, I think it'd be kind of messed up.
But they would like kill them on purpose to harvest their organs, not like let them live a natural life like I was.
I know, because if you need a heart, the monkey like human hybrid, like they'd have to die. There's no way you can keep that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like organ donation nowadays is like I still live my life, and then once I die, if I am an organ donor and I can, they take my organs. Whereas they're like not even living; they're just born and created to fucking die to harvest organs.
So you're saying that's bad?
Yeah, I'd rather like do like the stem cell stuff where they're like growing just the organ.
Yeah, but they have to attach it to something like a rat. Like they grow ears off of rats and stuff.
Yeah, but I think it'll get to a point where you can just like 3D print one of those.
I thought they have done that. I forget what organ, but they've 3D printed something. They use like
it was like a valve or something.
Use like human paste or some shit.
Oh yeah. Maybe it was an ear.
What do you feed it? No, the ear was on the rat.
I remember that.
They might have done it again though. I don't know. Like with a human paste. Oh man. I'm out of paste. Gotta get some more.
Where's that paste come from?
That's what I'm saying. Me pooping.
Oh. I thought that was the paste coming out.
You do it like Play-Doh and you like feed it in. It's got to be some kind of like carbon.
No, it's stem cells.
I don't know.
Because they're like regenerative. Like they
regenerative?
They regenerate. Or
that would be cool. We just got done watching X-Men, so we're like super into like fucking mutants and like deviations and shit like that. What would be your, if you could choose, what would be the one? I have two questions. If you could choose, what would be the power? It doesn't have to be one in the movie. It can be anything.
The ability to talk to animals.
Like verbally, or just like read their minds?
No, like we communicate, but it's not vocally. Like
you're just
I'm like this to comment. Comment's like, yeah, bro, I get you, and then we're chill.
But if you were the only one that could do that, people think you're crazy. You're like, that dolphin like knows me. Like,
I just have like a pack of wolves standing behind me. Like,
you're like,
come at me.
Like in.
But see, I also would feel bad because like if I was like in the middle of an attack, I'd be like, yo. Comet, get him, and then they kill her. I'd be like, oh my god, I'm just like using an army to protect myself.
Oh no, I was shot. Oh no. What about ants though? Is that an animal? Like, do you listen to everything?
Yes,
like,
everything.
But if you kill the fly, bro, or a spider, he's like, no, I was just coming to hang out. You feel bad.
No, I don't think it wouldn't be like talking though, not like that. It'd be more of like
a feeling, like you can feel afraid.
Yeah. Like
that would be more easy to like kill.
Like I control them, but also like they're like, yes, okay.
That'd be cool, dude. You could really change the world with that type of power. And then what power that's already in X-Men would you absolutely be like, motherfucker, why did I get this one, dude?
The TV channel, motherfucker.
What do you mean the TV channel, motherfucker?
You just conflict the TV through TV channels?
No, they were controlling like the frequencies.
So that's still the stupidest power.
I mean, that's the brain. That was the brain. Remember, not Raven, but the Mystique. Not Mystique.
Jean?
Yeah, Jean did it, and then she was controlling shit with her brain.
No, the guy who in the first X-Men movie.
Oh, I don't remember that.
The
guy.
little kid on the.
Oh, the bald head guy, who's all in white. He's a little kid.
No, that was the guy who could steal powers from people. He was the one who created the cure. I'm talking about in the first X-Men where. Spoiler alert, I guess if you haven't seen it, but where Wolverine comes down because he can't sleep, and the kid is just sitting there on the couch flipping through channels, and then Bobby's in there who like ices up his beer for him.
He probably had a different power, not just, but that would be a sucky power. But also imagine all the times you're just like, I don't want to get up, you know? Disney
that's
Plus.
what the remote is for. Going like this is harder than using my fingers. What would your power be if you could choose any power?
If I could choose any power? Probably persuasion.
Like mind reading? Like you can control them?
No, like mind control, yeah. Not mind reading, but...
Well, that's in X-Men, that is all one. It's a...
Oh, I guess you're right.
What's it called? Not a psychopath.
Telekinesis?
Yeah, telepath.
Yeah. That would be... Oh, and telekinesis. Those two together.
I think they can do all of it. A telepath can do.
Well, I want to be able to, like, move shit and also, like, fucking...
Yeah.
Make me skip the line. I don't have to pay you money, some shit like that.
Okay, then what power would you not want?
What power would I not want?
Oh, I also want regenerative power for me and my gang of animals.
And me as well, right?
Well, if you want it. Cause
No. You can give regenerative powers. Boom. That's a cool power.
Yeah, I'd be like, no comment. And then she's like, I'm back.
Why did I have to die to heal? Ow! You have to kill him first.
Well, okay, but what power would you not want?
Probably like, just because we watched Fantastic Four, like elasticity. Like imagine.
That was really not a good power.
Yeah, like imagine if you're just like, you hate the power so much and you're like, oh, I'm just going to end it all. So you jump off a building and just go boing, you know? That would be like this, I don't know. There's no upside to being elastic.
I don't know. It also kind of sucks when you have a power like Magneto, who's all powerful in like certain areas like the city. But like if you're out in the woods, it's hard to find. But he can also do like a lot with a necklace.
See, what I never understood about him is that there's like iron in our bloods. So like, I don't know if it has to be like a physical metal, but why can't he just be like, and get like a ball of just iron from a person and just like, you know what I mean?
Or maybe they didn't think about that.
I don't know. There's a lot of things where I was like,
I guess adamantium's magnetic. Is he really magnetic, or does he just control all metal in period? They just call him Magneto.
That would make more sense.
Because
that would make a lot more.
Like there's a lot of things made out of aluminum.
Yeah, the subway is made out of like aluminum. The little train thing.
Yeah.
Probably not aluminum, but something like that, like steel.
Also, like Xavier is a telepath. Why couldn't he just control his own brain and make him walk again?
I've thought about that a lot. Like, just make my legs move, you know? I don't get it. Or, like, just attach... I don't even know. I guess that's Magneto. Like, put, like, metal braces on it or something, but...
Like, I guess you're... Like, you still have a brain. You can control your own brain. You still can't tell a person in a wheelchair to walk.
Yeah. Well, no, that freaking... She did, though. Raven. She was like, walk to me. And I was like, what the fuck?
That's not Raven. That's Jean.
Oh, whatever the fuck.
But she was controlling his body, like, lifting him up, but making his legs move as well.
All the names. Bro, each person has 3 names in that shit. Fucking Logan, Jimmy, Johnny, fucking, and Wolverine. It was like Jim, Johnny, Jim, John. Like, his real name and then what they called him.
His real name's Jimmy, based off of the backstory.
But Jimmy's a short name for... John.
No.
Pretty sure.
Like Jonathan, maybe, but what is Jimmy short for?
Jimathan.
Jonathan? No, Jimathan.
Jamboy. It is, because his name was like Logan, originally Jim, Jimmy, Wolverine, fucking Blades. And then you got Mystique, who's...
James.
James.
Yeah,
really?
we're stupid.
That is stupid. But yeah, it was James, Jimmy, Logan, Wolverine. It's like, fuck, I got all those down. But then Mystique, Raven. And also Blue Girl, who
that's
changes shit.
That's what you call her.
Yeah, well, that's what she should be called. And then you got fucking Raven, who's also Phoenix, but also Dark Phoenix.
No, Raven is not. Raven is Mystique. You did it again.
I mean, Jean, who's also Mystique.
No.
God damn it.
Jean and the Phoenix.
Yes.
That's all she is.
And Dark Phoenix as well.
No, just the Phoenix. That
movie
movie
What was the name of the movie?
Just because it's called The Dark Phoenix, she was the Phoenix.
Okay, but what was that Wolverine movie called? Wolverine. Exactly.
And what do they call him?
Wolfie. Wolf.
My God.
And then, yeah, we watched Fantastic Four because we really wanted to watch more like mutant-y stuff.
Well, and we haven't seen the new one, and we were like, oh, it can't suck that bad. It really wasn't that bad
The first
until
half.
The end.
So what was good about it, as I was like, Miles Teller, check. Freaking Michael B. Jordan, check. Invisible Girl.
I forget her name, but she's in a lot of stuff.
Check. She's a really good actress. And I didn't know...
Ben. I didn't know
Ben. He's in something. Didn't know Victor. But the whole thing was just so good up until they went into the other dimension. And I was like, okay, this is probably where the executives took over and was like, yo, we need to cut the budget. Too much CGI. Cut out all the good dialogue. Because the whole thing was like, oh, we're all in this other dimension and the bad guy's over there.
We need to stop this big blue glowing thing.
I'm going to go fight him. Me personally, even
though
we're a team.
We can work together.
No, I do something alone. And then they all do shit alone. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, no. Let's do something together. And not tell anybody our plan. Even though we can read each other's minds.
What was also stupid is that all of them were working on controlling their powers, and not all of them had total control until they went there and they just magically knew what to do.
Yeah, he was like, oh, I had this like suit on I've had for the past year, but for some reason now I can just hit people. And then he just disappeared, and I was like, that's it. Like you just got
Are
evaporated.
there 2 Fantastic Fours?
I don't think so. I think there was gonna be a second one. Oh, you're talking about the first
The
one?
original.
Yeah, there's 2. There's Fantastic Four and then the Silver Surfer.
Oh.
That's the one where they morph all their shit together and they go like he's Human Torch with the rock and also stretchy and invisible. That shit was cool. That's like the first multiverse shit. That was cool, man.
Was that against Doctor Doom though?
I want to say that was fuck. I remember that at the end of the Silver Surfer, he was like going like this, and his skin was flaking off and shit.
No, because he becomes a part of the Fantastic Four.
No, he's just like an alien.
Oh, he's the one who plays.
I do want to say
the fish guy from Hellboy. They're the same actor, and they went to Ball State. The guy went. To
He
Ball
was
State.
in something else too.
He's like the fish guy. Oh, Shape of Water.
Yep. He's Fish Guy and Fish Guy.
And also Silver Surfer.
Those were good movies.
He went to Ball State.
That is cool. We didn't go there though.
No, we lived in the same state.
Well, yeah.
What else you got on your list?
Of
we
what?
talked about X-Men for too long.
I like X-Men. And they like X-Men too, don't you? Exactly. Let's see here. So I made a very huge investment recently, which may or may not be dumb, but I made a lot of dumb investments. I bought a $1,000 GoPro when I was like 15, and that's worth like $200 now. I used that. Well, I did get some use out of it. I wouldn't say $1,000 worth though.
You didn't make any money off of it.
No, I'm saying I got
Value.
Yeah, value.
Yeah. It just wasn't as good as what they said it would be, I feel like, back in the day.
Back in the day, for sure, the stabilization stuff. But I went ahead and I bought a drone, which has been a dream of mine for probably 2 or 3 years now, like seriously. And I went ahead and got it because it's really fucking dope. We went to the beach with it, and
I will say I had anxiety the entire time you were flying.
yes, but because I'm doing it recreationally, it's good. And
no, it's just like it could fall out of the sky.
True, it is.
And like either hurt somebody
or land in the water and $800 down the drain.
Yeah.
Dude, if my drone fell in the water, I'm getting the goggles and I'm going.
It's not like you could save it. It's dead at that point.
Bury it.
This malfunction. Drip, 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 drip.
I gotta bury it though, you know.
Okay. Let's start at the beginning of the drone story.
Of what?
He brings this home and was like, oh, I'm going to test it out. Where? In our living room?
Oh, well, yeah.
Because that's a good place to test out. And I'm like, it's going to get caught in my hair.
I watched the
or
video.
Slice my face off.
I watched the video.
And then Opie's like, what's this giant bug? I'm going to fucking kill it.
No, he found his arch nemesis on the drone, dude. The second
And then Kama's like, did something happen?
So what the fuck you guys doing? And then went back to sleep.
Bro, oh, yeah, you should put that footage in there.
Oh, them
outside.
trying to eat it?
Yeah, bro. And then, like, to turn it off, if you don't want to land it, you catch it, and then you flip it over. And I did that in front of Opie, and he just thought I was going to die or something and just went so ballistic. He was so upset.
Opie is a huge fan of the drone. Huge fan of it. He just wants to eat it all up and damage it forever.
It would hurt him more than I think he would hurt it. It would slice him one time. He'd be like,
no, if he got a good chunk out of it, I think... Well, it probably hit his mouth.
Yeah, there's no way he can get close enough.
It would. He'd go, oh shit, never again.
Yeah, I think that's how.
It's like us with our water bottles. We have these water bottles that can squirt like water out of them, and he's so afraid of like the sound of any time that we use this water bottle around him. And
all you have to do is point it.
Yeah, you point it at. He's like, oh no, oh shit, okay. It's like the water bottles or the
squirt bottle.
Squirt bottles. I used to use one of those on Common. I'm pretty sure.
That's why she's not affected by it.
I know.
She's like, okay, whatever.
She's like, just do what you need to do.
She's like, I'll just clean myself for an hour now. Make horrible licking noises.
I'll pet her for 1 minute. She's got to sit in the corner for like 30 and just wipe her body down from my disgustingness. Even though she shits and the shit stays in her ass sometimes.
Or she just flings it out of the litter box.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be walking. I'm like, there's like a little chunk of shit just on the ground right there. Courtesy of Comet.
It's her present to us, and she can't go out and kill things.
She said, good morning. I made something for you. A little shit pie, yes. Can they see her on the...
Not her head. Her butt, though.
She literally... Mackenzie just pet her, and she's like, motherfucker, my hair was perfect. Now I gotta fix that shit. But
she's got so mad.
But, yeah. We're gonna go make some delicious-ass tacos. Because I'm hungry now. Are you hungry?
Okay, but...
What?
We're making them together, not you start with me and then decide to go sit down and watch your phone.
We have a very specific dynamic.
Hayden,
I put all the effort in the beginning by coming up with the idea. We come home, I start the process, and then I make a mistake on purpose, and you take over. Boom.
Yeah, I know that's your fucking thing.
100%. Take notes.
That's why I'm making you today. I'm not even.
That
you
thing-
can burn the meat, make all the mistakes you want. You're still making. All
I'm agreeing with you. Every time that I do the work with you, they taste 100 times better. Yeah. Every single time. And I say that every time. If I cut the jalapenos and I squirt the sour cream, it's good stuff.
How'd you laugh?
What? Man. I can't explain that one.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Dick jokes.
Sorry.
Those are fun.
Yep, they are fun.
Like that guy in the car who drove past us.
Oh, dude! Yeah, okay, quick side note before we go make tacos. We were driving from getting our licenses, actually, and I'm like looking at my phone or something. Mackenzie goes, "Hey, look at this. We're pulling up to a stop." No, we're driving.
We're driving.
We're driving, and this dude who's in a big truck, he has his window down. He's in the passenger seat, and so he's on Mackenzie's side because she drives. And he's just like, he looks dead in our fucking eyes, like staring at us. And he's just going, and
for the podcast listeners, what are you doing?
oh shit, that's a good point. If you're just listening to this, I'm putting both of my hands in kind of a twisting circular motion near my mouth.
Like he's sucking a dick.
No, you can't. No, that's not YouTube appropriate. Like I was
Then
sucking a
bleep.
big fat duck.
Like a
It's a
cucumber.
dick and a... I put the words together.
Yeah.
But if you put them together, the algorithm won't understand.
Oh, gotcha.
Called a doc. And so I look at him, and I have to match his energy.
Okay, but also,
What?
his window's down. He's hanging out the window.
Yeah, this is the good point.
Mine windows are up
They're
because
up.
I'm like, I don't even care about this shit. This is so stupid.
They're up with music playing. And then, so I look at him, and I'm like, as a dude, it's like a, it's a thing. You have to, I don't even know how to explain it. It's
Like
just
match the
out of the
energy.
courtesy of man doing something dumb, I have to also do something dumb.
So he does the
Yeah,
same
so
thing.
I do the same thing, and I'm going, "Wah, wah, wah," and he starts laughing. He's like, yes, fucking
And
yes.
then he speeds up and
speeds
does
up.
it to the next car in front of us.
And then I'm sitting and I'm thinking, and we're all laughing and shit because it was funny as fuck. And I was like, why did I have to make the noise though? The windows are up, Mackenzie. And she goes, I don't know.
And then I was like, why did you have to do it in the first place at all?
True. And then I had to explain to her, it's a thing. I don't know.
To be fair, we were both young. Like, we're young and the people in the other car were also young.
It's just like...
We used to be the people who initiated those
Very true. And I think it wouldn't have been very cash money of me.
Oh my God, you're too old to say that.
No, I'm not. I just said it.
Okay, sorry, you're not too old, you're too uncool.
What do you mean? I'm wearing a fucking red vest on a podcast.
Exactly.
On a podcast with over 1 million impressions. What are you laughing at? What?
Why is there blood on this?
Why is there blood on this thing? 1 million impressions, dude. I'm very impressionable.
I have an impression.
Do your impression. Is it of me? Can you do an impression of me for the listeners?
No.
Come on. Why am I Doc Ock? What is that? What the fuck is that? Even Opie's like, is that Hayden? I heard Hayden say-
Mom, are you dying?
Are you choking? Because Hayden normally make that sound. But yeah, like I said, we are going to go make tacos, and here's an out-of-tune 30-second edition of what we just talked about. Went to the DMV today.
No, it was the other day.
Just kidding. Oh, that's the wrong chord. Just kidding. Gotta ride these, and I was ugly. Oh, what's the next?
What are you even saying? You're not even speaking.
Yeah, I'm just gotta get the chords right. Oh, then there it is. Okay, I got it now. So. Oh, it starts on C, though, doesn't it? No. And that's the end of the song right there. That's it. Yep.
His guitar skills have improved immensely since the last.
There you go. So, hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. It was a great time for us. Talked about some inappropriate things, some appropriate things, and everything in between as well. So,
Oh yeah, viewer discretion is advised.
your discretion advised. We put that at the end, just like how with like the epilepsy thing, they put that at the end of the light show, just to make sure that everything's safe. So,
It's like flashing lights.
hey, watch out for. Hey, just in case you guys are. It's like PG-13. Fuck. You know what I mean?
I think they can still say curse words in PG-13.
No, you can say one F word. You can say one fuck.
Well, then
To
that'd
keep it-
still be PG-13.
To keep it PG, but any more than one fuck. Boom. Because I gave it to Samuel L. Jackson. Motherfucker. You know what I mean?
But is fucka
Yeah.
considered a...
If you walked into a school with your teacher and you were like, fucka? No, it's not. It's fucka. You know what I mean?
It's German.
True. No, it probably is like a German name, something like that.
Fuck.
No, the French word. Fuck.
What is it?
F-O-Q-U-E.
What does it mean?
Some food or something.
Because that's all you know in French is food.
Fuck. All right, last thing. Swear to God. Because I'm getting hungry. I'm getting really hungry. And
My
I'm getting.
head hurts
Why does your head hurt?
listening to you.
People say that I'm really smart.
That's not what I've heard.
Well, obviously. Yeah, pinniped. Obviously.
A pinniped? What is a pinniped?
God damn it! Now we're going. Oh.
Fuck.
What'd you say? Google Translate.
Fuck.
Oh,
It's
it
a
means
seal?
means seal.
Like
There it
the
is.
animal or like
Probably.
a seal?
I'm gonna say the animal. Till next time.
Fuck.
Fuck. Let's fuck.
We've also-
No, wait, hold on, wait. Let's fuck the deal.
Seal the deal. We've not seen a seal.
They don't habitat this area.
They don't?
Only manatees and sharks and carp
Carp definitely don't. Those
and bluegill.
fresh
Bluegill as
water,
well. They're
but-
bluegill. Oh, we got a fish tank too. We'll talk about that later. Sort of. We don't really have a fish tank, but sort of. We're gonna set one up maybe. We're depending on. It loves your face more than mine. What the fuck? It's still focused. There we go. We're deciding on whether to do a saltwater or a freshwater tank.
I stole your focus.
What do you mean? It's literally so focused on me right now. Yo, hey. Oh, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.